Are you ready to goss?
That's not Harpo. Who that man? That's not my sister. That's not Alaska.
It's me, Jaida Essence Hall, and I'm here to spill all the hot liquors with you.
Oh, wow, an icon in our midst. Today we are talking about the Olympics, life in Vegas, and the gigs.
Plus a little bit of ass political chat for all of y'all out there too.
And there are some tricks in the DM. I just know it. I can smell them.
Ooh, okay. Should we get into this hot goss, sister?
You know it. Let's go.
Let's do it.
Oh.
Mom!
We would like to welcome you back for another steaming, piping, scalding serving of hot goss. This is our weekly chat show where we talk about events in our lives and others' lives, gossip and politics, and take a deep dive into the DM. That was me diving in the pool. Everybody get in the pool. Let's get soaking wet. Hey. We have a very special guest. She gets everybody wet. Her name is Jaida Essence Hall.
Hello. Hey, girl, I'm gagging.
Hey, girl. Hey.
Good morning. Good time in the day.
This is crazy because yesterday I was actually in the hall of Jaida Essence Hall.
We had a good, yesterday was a good kiki. I'm glad you stopped by with goodies. She brought me weed, and then we just chit-chatted while she painted.
Mama always said never show up at a friend's house empty-handed, and I was like, I've never been to this woman's home, so I should bring her some flowers, and I did, and they were smokable flowers, and then we did. And
better that than meth. So thank you.
Always better. Always. I don't want to burn. I'm not trying to burn my thumbnails off. That's not the tea. And Vegas does have a predilection for sometimes getting a little cloudy.
I love Crystal.
You drove all the way to Vegas to see me. I love you.
I did. Well, really, it was to see G because I wanted to get some of that sickening hair.
A sickening unit.
Yeah, and he was banging one out, and it was ready to buck. It was
ready. It was bucking unit. What is your favorite kind of unit? Do you love like a bucking unit, or are you like more like a just human unit girl?
I like a human unit, but I also will do a synthetic with some human sewn into the bottom, so the bottom moves different. Like you touch it. But my one precursor is whenever I put on a wig, I have to have enough pins in it that I can flip it to the side and do like a fake whip crack sound because I do that in my show a lot.
Yeah.
Because it makes people laugh. But that is my only precursor. It needs to have some whippability.
How many hard front wigs do you have?
Well, I have the two from Party City that RuPaul put out. And then I have a couple of wigs by Vanity, Glam and Go. I have at least 15 hard fronts. A lot of them are in Palm Springs for people to try on when they rent my Palm Springs.
When they get drunk and they want to party.
Yeah,
I feel like a hard front is good. Like I'm growing this front of my hair out, so then when I get more hard fronts, I can just like pull this over.
Baby, let me tell you about the freedom of a leave out. Oh, we love a frontal leave out.
Boots, mama.
Courtney calls it her Courtney quiff because she used to take like the 3 pieces of hair she had in the front and like pull it over back onto the hard front when she was doing Australian Idol. The Courtney quiff.
The Courtney quiff.
We are so excited that you're here. Thank you for waking up early and being a good sister. I know you've been working very hard on Hall & Closet Season 3, locked in the editing bay.
Yes.
How was making that show with your sister Heidi?
Oh my God, it was good. You know, the funny thing is like, I'm like, it's kind of almost not work, but are we supposed to say that to the people who like literally hire me to do this as work? But I feel like it's like me and Heidi, we just like, it's like conversation that we would normally have. Y'all already know, like,
yeah.
Half the time y'all are like, girl, just shut up. This is a break. When we say a break, it needs to be a break, and then bring it back to the podcast. It's just like, it's always fun. And the guests we had this time were like amazing guests. And I feel like I think that I love the most that like we have a variety of guests. And sometimes I even say this to Heidi. I'm like, I think the best thing about our podcast is that like sometimes it's not always even about what we say or who we talk to, but it's more that it's just the fact that there are like two black, I'll say femme. I'll say femme, just so Heidi's not, I won't say Heidi's femme alone. Two black femme drag queen men who like are just on like having our opinions about what we think about the world, and we get to talk to people about things that we're interested in, and then oddly enough there's people in the world who are interested in those same things, and it's just amazing to have a platform to be able to just speak about whatever the fuck you want to talk about, you know.
Yeah, girl, you got the gift of gab and you're engaging and fucking magnetic. People just want to watch you and Heidi because like you never know what you're going to say, and there's never a moment where you guys are on hot ice. You're always willing to talk about things and go there.
And we
like,
always usually end up talking about shit, which
it's always engaging though and funny. Like I watch your podcast. I watch Very Delta. I tune into Sloppy Seconds whenever I hear Meatballs gotten extra messy.
yeah.
I love Mom, and I wasn't a podcast person before I started a podcast. Like I've heard enough of my own voice. I can't believe that people want to hear it. But
That literally, I did
Happy for
a collaboration with Hatch where I did like these like almost like morning affirmation videos, and one of my friends was like, and then we went back and did like a little like a revisit where we did like alarms, and my friend was like, "That's so cool! Like, which one do you use when you wake up?" I'm like, the fuck? I'm not waking up to my own self going, "Good morning, girl. Get up. It's time to wake up."
no, I would punch my phone in the face, throw it against
Could
the
you
wall, pick up the
imagine?
pieces, and flush it down the toilet. You heard my ringtone yesterday, so like my ringtone is creepy as fuck. It's this guy who sounds like he's in a corner going, "Yes, look at this baby, yes," like looking at a buffet, like trying to figure out what he wants to eat.
It is a very. I was like, what the fuck is that?
It's my favorite video ever, and I'll put it up on Race Chaser's Instagram so everybody can see the weirdness that is Willam and my
Make
phone.
it downloadable.
Okay.
Some people out here might want to use it.
That's a good idea too.
Copycats.
I love that idea. Now you said you were watching the news before you came onto the podcast. What is going on in
Yes.
the world? Because all I've done is get a smoothie today.
Girl, there's a lot. Kamala, number one, was like, Trump, you got a lot of shit to say. She said, street cred, bring it to my face.
Okay.
Yeah, she like challenged him to a debate. But I also thought, I was like, is this really the news? I'm like, this felt like, is this like middle school? You got something to say, Trump? Yeah, you better say it to my face. And then like Trump is like, well, no, I'm not going to fight her. She's a loser. I'm like, what is like very crazy. And then
she's not a loser. Her case record as a prosecutor is very, very good.
a winner, honey.
Yeah. And you know what's funny? I saw some meme because that's how I get my news. And it was four black women, of which I recognized two. One was Kamala and one was the other prosecutor. I think her name was Corey something, or maybe she was the news White House lady. I don't know. But like it was like all these prosecutors that have like taken down Trump in these things, and Kamala was the fourth one. And I'm like, I see a pattern. Black women giving him the shit.
Giving him the shit. Girl, literally, did you see? There was this.
We speak like the same language. The way we both said "girl" at the same time and meant the same exact thing.
No.
Fully.
There was this like recording of JD Vance, basically saying they had nothing against. They like, well, we kind of got like got like blindsided by Kamala coming in because they don't that she's not as old as Biden. So I'm like, y'all really had nothing else to say besides the fact that this man was old, and that's what y'all were just gonna ride till it burned down. No, you're like, we have nothing, we have no plan because she's not old.
His plan was to get that All-Star's brow. He Botoxed his face up. She should be in the witches. They did a little too much on the temples because now she's arched and yanked. They should have just done his 11s in between his nose.
Girl, look, and then they said she had eyeliner too. Well, I want to say she. I don't want to disrespect him.
Well, she's changed her name so many times. Who is she? Godoy? Like, he's had 3 different names.
Girl. And then he took his last name. I'm like, talking about the American family. I'm like, he really believes in family. He took his wife's name.
Wow. That's like...
Yeah, they said, well, he changed his name to J.D. Vance after he's married his wife. That's what I heard. Allegedly, rumors on the streets that are true.
I love that for him. Have you always been Jaida Essence Hall from the get?
No. Oh, my God, no. I was definitely an alias girl. When I first started, I was... Jaida LaRue.
Ooh, Jaida LaRue.
I wanted to be fancy. I was like, I'm gonna be a fancy girl, and I spelled it with an X at the end, and then somebody was like, "Ooh," they're like, "We know a LaRue family. Are you from the LaRue family somewhere in the South?" I was like, "No, girls," and I was like, "I need to change my name, girl, because I feel like I'm infringing on somebody's shit."
You had flour and butter, and you were cooked down a nice little roux, honey. But
girl, down.
Did you tell RuPaul that you were a roux at first?
No. Well, no. She did you imagine?
Well, no.
Well, absolutely not. And then I changed it to, it was Jada Dumar because I had a drag mother. And then she like moved away. And then she moved away and then I was like kind of out here on my own. And then I met another drag mother who, Lady Taj Mahal, and she passed away, unfortunately. But then I was Dumar Hall. And then my other drag mother was like, bitch, no. Bitch, no. So then I'm telling the story. I was kind of shady. So this is what happened. So her sister did a pageant, and I was judging the pageant, and I'm a fair bitch, and her sister didn't win the pageant, so she got mad and was like, "Well, I'm going against you at the pageant, and I'm gonna beat you to like teaching me a lesson," and I beat her in every category. Girl. And then she was even more pissed. And then she was like, "I want my name back." And I'm like, "Girl, that's all you got." That's
sorry.
I was younger with a bad attitude, Mama. I was like, "That's all you got, girl. I'll let you have your name, girl."
Girl, I'm old with a bad attitude. I could use some of the essence. Ooh, the Rainbow Spotlight this week is a hot song from one of our sisters. It is a mid-tempo ballad, and it's called Skullfucker by Gottmik. And Gottmik really fucking served it on this. Take a listen and check out the video too on their YouTube. And give it a thumbs up because that really helps with the algorithm. That's science, people.
Mathematics.
Live fast, walking dead, suck hard, crack my head, succubus, deathbed, black heart, blood red, skeleton silhouette, cocaine cigarette, suck hard, crack my head, skullfucker.
This podcast is brought to you by Squarespace. Squarespace is the all-in-one website platform designed to help you stand out and succeed online. Whether you're just starting out or scaling your business, everybody needs a website. Otherwise, you're just out there making your business happen with what? Word of mouth? No, ma'am. If you've got a passion project that you're starting, if you want to start making drag watches that are purely ornamental, made for the sole purpose of a queen touching her wrist during lip sync when the song lyrics say, "Time." That idea is brilliant and needs a website. This is why you need Squarespace, because Squarespace gives you everything you need to claim your domain. Showcase your offerings with a professional website, then you can grow your brand and get paid all in one place. Plus, they have integrated SEO tools, which means search engine optimization, I think, so you can show up more often on search engines. And their Blueprint AI design tool, which can get a fully custom website built in just a few steps if you want to do the whole AI thing. Plus, you can connect your socials, set up easy ways for your customers to buy your products, and even schedule appointments with you. It's all right there on Squarespace. I've scaled a number of businesses in my time, and they have all needed websites because websites just legitimize you, And Squarespace is a great spot for a creative person like me who needs to make a website and has great ideas but doesn't necessarily know the HTML, QRL, TMV of it all, because I'm not an IT whiz at all. But Squarespace makes it easy for me to select what I want and then put out a wonderful website. And it could be the same for you. You need to check out squarespace.com/drag for a free trial. And then when you're ready to launch, just use the offer code DRAG to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or a domain, which is kind of the same thing. Squarespace.com/drag.
Chime is changing the way people bank. They offer the most rewarding, fee-free banking, and it's built just for you.
I don't want to interrupt here, but I want to chime in. They're not like traditional old banks that charge you overdraft and monthly fees. Plus, they have thousands of fee-free ATMs. There's nothing more frustrating than added fees when you're just trying to access your own money.
Exactly. So with Chime, you are not just switching banks, you are upgrading to America's #1 choice for banking with a Chime checking account.
And how about some of these benefits? All benefits here, honey. Get 5% cash back on a Chime card in a category of your choice like gas or groceries. And you get savings that grow faster with 3.75 APY. That's 9 times higher than the national average.
And don't forget, they also have Spot Me, which lets you overdraft up to $200 fee-free.
We all need to be proactive in our own finances and understand what our money's doing, and banking can be confusing. There's so many hidden fees and policies that are different at each bank, so you have to look out for you, and with Chime you can do that.
Yes, God, and don't just settle. Find what works for you and get the perks and benefits that are beneficial to your life. Check out Chime.
Honey, I did. I'm a Chime user, and Chime is not just smarter banking, it's the most rewarding way to bank. Join the millions who are already banking fee-free today.
Head to chime.com/drag. That is chime.com/drag. It only takes a few minutes to sign up.
Chime is a fintech, not a bank. Banking services provided for MyPay and Chime Card provided by Chime Bank Partners. Optional products and services may have fees or charges. Stated annual percentage yield and cashback for Chime Prime only. No minimum balance required.
Checking account ranking based on a J.D. Power survey published October 20th, 2025. For more information on APY rates, MyPay, SpotMe, and travel perks, go to chime.com/disclosures.
So we are back, and I want to know, are you watching the Olympics at all, Jaida?
I'm gonna be honest. I have always usually watched the Olympics, and I have not really been watching the Olympics this year. I'm gonna be honest, but I have been watching the memes.
I'm very Issa Rae. I'm rooting for all the gay people.
Yes,
My
I'm
friend
rooting for all the black gay people.
There you go. I know one of the white ones, and he won a silver medal now, Tom Daley, which means he's got a bronze, a silver, and a gold. And his babies was watching him win with his husband, and it was the cutest moment in the world for I thought for gay people. And just to know that he has all those accessories at his disposal. He could do mixed metals. He could do just a gold or maybe a bronze, because bronze is one of those colors that's hard to accessorize with. But
girl, I will be honest, and maybe some people might think that's crazy to me, but I'm like, 3 gold medals are fierce, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But also maybe that says something about my brain, but I am like a gotta catch them all kind of bitch. I would want all 3 medals.
Yeah, me too.
I don't know if you could like rig that. I don't know how you do it, but I'm like, I would like to have like a bronze, a silver, and a gold. It's kind of fierce, I feel like.
Can I tell you a secret? I watch his diving and stuff, and I can't tell when he does good or bad. I'm just like, I have to wait until I see the judges, because he's just jumping in the water. I don't know how.
I literally saw a meme today. It was the funniest shit. It was like watching the dive. Oh my God, that was amazing. It was perfect. Then it was like the commentary. Oh, that's terrible. He's out for the gold now. And you're like, what the fuck? I thought that was amazing. I don't know.
It's a win as long as his trunks don't fall off. You know who else is winning a lot? Simone Biles. She is America's most decorated gymnast now.
This is, and you know what the craziest thing is? Is
What?
that she is 27 and she is now the oldest, most decorated gymnast by 5 years.
That's crazy.
By
So
5 years. That is crazy.
this is probably her last one, I'm guessing.
Maybe not.
Um,
Maybe. Because this is a crazy thing. She already pushed the boundaries here, and like people would have assumed that 5 years ago she was out of the sport. And she came through and whipped it in one go.
Same thing with Tom too. He didn't think that he was. I don't think that he thought he was going to be back at this one. But girl,
Babe, that's what I'm saying. You literally, there are like amazing people, like rooting for everybody black, rooting for everybody queer, honey, and it's giving queer and black people are pushing the boundaries.
we got
constantly.
Sha'Carri Richardson from Dallas.
That's what I was thinking. I'm like literally gonna say Sha'Carri, and then I literally just saw her like with her little ad for Marc Jacobs with the like Marc Jacobs all over her nails. I'm like, I love the fact that she is so like. Some people are like they focus on her nails and stuff. I'm like, girl, this is the thing. At the Olympics, everybody's wearing the same shit, but in different colors. It is kind of boring.
Accessorization is the only way.
You only have a few ways to, like, it's like the same thing with drag. You only have a few ways to express yourself and your personality. So I'm like, for her to make sure she's like, I'm still myself. I'm showing my flavor, my hair with all the flavors, my nails looking like, giving like who I am, what I represent. It's like, you get to see who she is, and then she's still a fucking star at the same time.
Yeah, this was like a decade before you, but FloJo, Florence Joyner Griffith, she was like, she had the nails. She made me as like a 4-year-old gay boy put Takis on my fingers and pretend I had nails. Girl, I was always putting the Takis on and like trying to balance them so they wouldn't fall off. I'm like, these are my nails, and then I'd eat them.
Right. My mother took me to meet her.
I wouldn't run nowhere except to the fridge, though. I was not like her. You met her?
Yes, a long time ago, though. It was a very long time ago, and I was like very young. And we went to like, it was like a little like thing in our neighborhood where you could like go out and it was like you get to meet her, and like and she took me there, and I was like gagging so much because I used to watch the Olympics with my mother all the time. And so I knew her from there. But like I would watch it when I was really young. That's when I used to run track and field at school too. And then one day I was like, I'm sick of doing this, and I just stopped running track.
Bitch, I only run if somebody's chasing me now.
Really?
Yeah, that's
Bill
it.
collectors?
Never, bitch.
I pays my bills
I keeps my panties clean.
sometimes.
You know that one? That's a
No.
It's RuPaul from Crooklyn.
Oh yeah, yeah,
She
yeah.
just keeps
oh
yelling
my
it.
God, yeah.
I say it in my head like at least 8 times a day to myself all the time. Like after I deposit my checks at the bank, I say to myself, I keep my panties clean.
You handle your shit.
Yes. Sha'Carri is handling her shit too. She's competing on August 2nd. So when you're listening to this, send her some good vibes in the world so that she wins. And
I will be tuning in for that, for sure.
We got to see one of our sisters too. I think she was your season sister, Nikki Doll. Was she 12?
Yes, Nikki's season 12 in the opening ceremonies that caused a lot of ruckus.
Yeah, they're saying this was referencing The Last Supper. Some are also saying it referenced something called like
it was another artist from like years,
like Dionysus's Last Feast or something, and
like forever ago.
I don't know what it was.
Also, I feel like every time that there are people at a table does not mean that it's the Last Supper. Like maybe people just, we literally eat at tables all the time. Maybe they were just eating at a fucking table. Maybe it had nothing to do with anything.
Maybe they're at a flip phone brunch and they're waiting for someone to tip. What's happening here? What's happening here?
Maybe this is a fucking wedding party.
Yeah.
And they're fucking waiting for the cake or doing a toast.
This satellite
Nikki was giving fucking bride.
They were all at different parties, but this satellite that this girl has on her head in the middle, I know that's crystallized. I know it's Swarovski, and I want it. Did you watch the opening with Lady Gaga? And all her ethically sourced feathers? Those feathers were all naturally shedded. They were not plucked.
Oh, they all have just fallen off.
Mm-hmm. And they pick them
Well,
up
maybe
one by
we
one.
have been going about this the wrong way. It seems the ones that just fall off are the ones that are softer, mother.
Girl, she mother pluckered it for sure.
Girl. Wait, but okay, but if we took ethically sourced, for whom? Because then I think the job of picking random one-off feathers off the fucking ground that have fell off a bird sounds like the worst possible job in the world.
It really
Like,
does.
how long did it take to make one fucking that? Well, the contrast is crazy. Where is it at? This?
I know.
How
it's so
many
plush.
feathers did you have to pick off to get
That's like
pick up
okay.
off the ground?
In ostrich, it comes in like 1 ply, 2 ply, 3 ply, 6 ply, 10 ply. That looks like 20 ply, honey. That is loaded.
Full.
Speaking of
Ethically
loaded,
sourced.
Celine Dion, all this talent, mama, and she is back. And then
She's back.
the rain coming down through the Eiffel Tower, just doing lens flares, and then her beating, and then
Beautiful.
the singing, the voice.
And then after watching her documentary too, I was like, oh, this feels so triumphant for her. Like, it's like such a return to her being like, you know that she felt like had like a lot of pressure on herself to probably do this.
Yeah.
Like, especially like with her recent diagnosis and stuff like that. I'm like, oh, it felt just like a very proud moment for her.
Honey, I was like, stiff wear. Look at those beads and then that body language.
Yes.
It was everything. And I haven't seen the documentary yet because I didn't want to be sad, and I try not to like make myself sad on purpose.
Yeah.
But now I know that there's a happy ending to it. I'm going to go watch it.
Yeah.
Because like she sang again and she was so good. That high note, I was like, oh yeah, no struggle bus, Celine. You are driving the bus, bitch.
Well, if you're scared of a terrible, like a bad ending, but then you get rejoicing at the end, I say watch Dreamgirls.
Oh,
If you haven't seen it. I was always scared the group was going to break up and you don't know if there will be a happy ending. But then Effie came back with her baby. And I don't know if that really means a happy ending, but it felt happy.
Magic, read your book. I already read it again. Magic don't want to read that book. Magic wants to meet her daddy. Magic wants to know where her father is.
I was like, I feel like this is a rejoicing ending, but there's so many.
I identify with that
tied.
that movie so much because we all know it's based on Dreamgirls or based on the Supremes, and the girl that Effie is based on, Florence Ballard, who like Diana is like, and Flo, she don't know that the boy she loves is a Roman. That girl, she has the same birthday as me.
Oh, T.
And like she was like a rabble rouser in a girl group, and she like was never quiet. And I really feel like I identify with her. And then also there's other people who share a birthday with me that I identify with, Mike Tyson and Sailor Moon.
Yes.
Because I feel like, bitch, I will bite you. and I have
you have supreme connections.
Yeah, and I have blonde ponytails, so Sailor Moon.
Yeah.
Do you know who you share a birthday with?
No, I don't. But I do know. I have a birthday twin from Milwaukee.
Okay.
Not famous around the world, but I do know fellow Sagittariuses who are famous.
Yeah, Sagittarius.
Jay-Z is a famous Sagittarius. Nicki Minaj is.
I feel like you're the most famous Sagittarius I know, baby.
You think so?
Baby,
I am.
You're a star. You're headlining on the Vegas Strip right now. I saw you at DragCon briefly. As the
quite briefly,
as the beautiful cave woman. This is like, it's very Halle Berry and Flintstones.
Thank you.
This is everything. And how did G see? This is the kind of hair that I need from girls when it is double the size of their head. This is an event. It is a updo. It is gorgeous.
Dude, I like this was the thing. I was like, I wanted to do something really fun, but my mind was kind of a little bit bigger than I was expecting it to be. I was like, I wanted like a big dinosaur foot or something because I wanted to be like. But it was like sexy, like movie babes that like from back in the days, like it's like my own like world of a film. I don't know. And so I was like, I want to be like this cave woman, but I'm like, I'm very detail oriented. So I'm like, I couldn't just wear like any old wig to like tell the story. I was like, so I need to wear like this like cave womany, like textured hair, super drag. And so it was like, it was I feel like this hair was kind of hard because it was kind of a battle back and forth. I'm like, well, no, I feel like it should be like this. And then he was like, well, no, this. And it was like quite literally kind of like a KV fight about like what the hair would end up looking like. And then at the end, when we like kind of like he stepped back and looked at it, I was like, oh my God, that's perfect. It's literally the perfect hair. And he did one like that one. And my designer's like stoned out the bone. And then the other one, we did another one that was like blonde for the second day. That was like just as fierce, but same energy. It was fun. I love DragCon. I love DragCon. This time for me, I feel like you were loving DragCon.
Yeah, I usually love it too. I loved you at the Pretty in Pink moment at the Love Ball too, honey.
Oh yes! Oh my God! Thank you.
I was right off to the side on stage left in the like balcony that was on stage when y'all came out looking like Hercules muses in the white doing the Victoria Monet. That was the perfect elegant way of saying, "Get the fuck out. We got a curfew. We're done.
We're wrapped." That's
bye.
Literally, it's a wrap.
The waving.
I like the same. I told like Shay, we were talking about it. I'm like, girl, the way that like song is like the perfect way to wrap her album. Like the perfect way to wrap an album, and then like for us to wrap the show in that same like very soft, like just gorgeous. I felt it just felt like so floaty. And then I'm like, and then even before that video that like they put together.
Oh yeah, that was so great with all the girls,
celebration
all
like
the black girls.
Queerness.
Yes.
Oh my God, that video! Every time I see that video, I get like so many goosebumps, or I get like so emotional because I'm like, you don't really see like black queer people celebrated like that, especially even like the black queer queens from like Drag Race. It was just like, that was iconic. And then you move into like this gorgeous moment after that. I was like, oh my God, it's just too much. It's too much.
Yeah, it was an epic show, and I'm so glad I got to see it. Did you watch All Stars 9 this year?
Yes, I did.
Me too. Our sister Angeria won.
I was going to say, I was like, are we going to be able to spoil it or not? But yes, congrats to Angie.
Yeah,
like,
Angie.
It's crazy. I've known Angie for a very long time, even before I even got on Drag Race. So, like, when I won Drag Race, the way her family, like, celebrated for me winning Drag Race, it was ridiculous. And then Angie also was like, Angie is the ultimate Drag Race fan. Like, so when I won Drag Race and people would be like trying to like come online and try to say negative shit, she was like in the comments like uppercutting bitches and like superhero and girls like, oh, don't come for her. And then like when I won, like they celebrated so big. And then like now to see her like also like knowing what her talent is, and that like, and one thing that I love about Angie is like her drag is so unique to her. And even though it's like this like rooted in this like sometimes like this pageanty, like old school drag vibe, like she knows what she loves the most and she gives that, and that's what won her Drag Race. So I'm like, to just see that happen for her is the best.
Yeah, seeing her be herself and authentic up there and just like wear what she wanted to do and present what she wanted to present, and just to have RuPaul eat it up. And like, honestly, RuPaul's right. Like if people want to work with you and you're likable, you'll keep working. Like, I know that obviously people know that there's certain people that don't like me, but like, it's been a dozen years since my season and I'm still booked and working. Like, there must be something about me that people like and
that they like.
Yeah, so that's all you got to do really, and just make sure that enough of the right people like you. And if one wrong person doesn't like you, that's fine, girl.
Girl, that's what I say. I say that all the time. I'm like, when people they read a comment, I'm like, they're like, this person said that they thought my dress was ugly. I'm like, girl, you skipped over those 50 positive comments to read that one negative comment, girl. And sometimes people like, for every one person who thinks you're horrible, there's another person who thinks you're great. Bitch, reality is for every one person who thinks you're horrible, there's at least 15 or 100 or 5,000 other people opposed to that one person who thinks you're great. So, bitch, let a hater be a hater and do their thing. That's it.
Girl, you should.
There's a lane for everybody.
BetterHelp.com/Jada, honey. That's exactly T. And we're gonna take a break on that and come back in a moment.
So Some days you just want to amplify your everyday look. Like when you want the look of false lashes without the extra effort, reach for Thrive Cosmetics Liquid Lash Volumizer Mascara. Or when you want all eyes on your smile, keep Empower Gloss Ultra Glossy Lip Serum in your bag. It's a burst of 24-hour hydration that smooths like a serum, shines like a gloss, and can be worn sheer or layered. You'll always look and feel your best with Thrive Cosmetics. Plus, every product is 100% vegan, cruelty-free, and made with clean, skin-loving ingredients that work with your skin, not against it. Amplify your everyday. Go to thrivecosmetics.com/shine26 for an exclusive offer of 20% off your first order. That's Thrive Cosmetics, CAUSEMETICS.com/shine26.
So we are back, and this is the section where we like to let's get political.
Political.
I want to get political.
Let's
Let me
get.
see your Essence Hall.
Okay.
We
That's
have.
going to cost at least $10 per month.
Well, it's $1,500 for me, honey. That's my going rate.
Well, that's not to look at it, though.
No. Kamala Harris is officially the Democratic candidate for president this week in our political news, like you can't know. She will be announcing a vice presidential running mate next week, most likely. I'm thinking it's Michelle Visage.
Okay, work. You think?
I mean, her greatest role has always been a wonderful black person's best friend.
You don't think the hilarious Ross Matthews?
Ooh, no, maybe Santino, honey. If she got Santino up. Oh, sick. The internet's being wild too. The youth are showing their support, or at the bare minimum, their interest in creating tons of content on social media about Vice President Harris right now. And there's a group called the Divine Nine, which is a collective of 9 historically black sororities and fraternities. And they've all officially endorsed Kamala Harris, which is a huge deal. Who the fuck else were they going to endorse, though?
But they never come together as a group and endorse.
They've united.
And Kamala's a former AKA, so she is part of that because she's in a sorority.
Oh, yeah. So
I was just learning about AKAs because, or sororities. I watched the Freaknik documentary and learned a lot about that. That was originally like a college vacation.
It was like a college like party.
They
like
were the first staycation, I think, for the kids that couldn't go home when they were at college in Atlanta.
Yeah.
And then they all got it together. And then the founders they were like, by 93, I didn't want nothing to do with it. They're like,
They said, there was too much ass shaking. I wish I had a time machine.
Me too. I would go straight back to there.
I just went there for like one evening.
Yeah, just the evening. And once the mosquitoes come out, I'll go home.
Well, then don't go. It's the summer.
Yeah.
Bitch, it was in the summer. You'd be mosquitoes all the time.
Did you see Megan Thee Stallion perform in Atlanta for this rally in her business?
I did.
In her business casual.
In her business casual, I was like midriff out. The dancer had like the extreme coochie cutters. I was like, work though. I was like, that was where Kamala was also like giving that remark. So like Kamala was like, if you got something to say it to my face. And then men come out. The dancers come out shaking ass. I was like, work? What? This is a lot different than when Biden was.
Mm-hmm. They're afraid to say it to her face. That's why I think Trump is like, well, I'm not debating you. You're not the official one, blah, blah, blah. But now that she is, he better ante up and debate her. Because I am already picking out my inauguration outfit. I'm hoping that Glorilla does the national anthem. That would be good for me.
I think Beyonce will probably just do American Requiem over the space where the national anthem would have been.
What if they do Lift Every Voice first?
Yes.
That'd be sick.
Shag America out.
Yeah.
Girl, I'm very nervous about this election coming up, but I'm like, I am very hopeful and very insightful, and I'm going to be doing my work to make sure that
I really feel like the young people are going to galvanize and carry us with this because they're all taken to the internet really like bashing Trump, and like my nephews who are like I think 18 and 13, they're always calling things weird. They're like, why you gotta be weird, bro? That's weird.
Yeah.
Weird is the new thing. And Trump is being labeled weird. And you know he fucking hates that. You know he just wants people to like him.
That's what I said. I'm like, if I was Biden, I would have really gagged him because, like, when that day after that, like, when his ear got shot, allegedly, or whatever, the day after that, I would have been like, Kamala's in, I'm out. The very next morning. It would have been like, the whole conversation would have just shifted.
They
Trump
knew.
would have been so pissed.
They knew this was gonna happen, I feel like. They had it in the back of their plan, like a secret dossier, like ready to go. They're like, you stuttered too much, sir. We're gonna put on Kamala now.
They said, okay, now sit down.
I will happily vote for this woman.
I'm so excited for her.
Me too. Like, I'm gonna have a voting party. I feel like we should all have like a fun bus to go vote.
Oh, that would be cute.
Right? Everybody in blue.
Musical bus.
Oh, I'll wear my blue boat outfit.
You could be the bus. Wear the blue boat outfits and let people pile in on you.
Yes.
Well, yes.
We're gonna need to make sure they have their tokens too. I'll be token and they'll give me tokens.
Token for token.
Honey. Are we gonna take a break now?
Can.
I want to see you go off. You want to see you go off. Hi, Chanel Perillo. Come say hi. Is Chanel Perillo casting anything important that we should know about? Or now casting?
Yes, bi bachelor. I'm casting the bi bachelor. If you are an eligible bisexual man, ages about sweet spot 25 to 40, I would love to hear from you. You can DM me at Shut Up Chanel.
I would just like to tell everybody that Shut Up Chanel smells like expensive pussy.
Ooh,
I'm willing to be bi and a bachelor for that
Girl,
opportunity.
They already know who you are, and you already won something. Sit down, bitch.
Tell her I said hello.
Chanel says she has a crush on you, Jada.
Well, Jada's bisexual
Tell her I do
now,
too.
so.
She's gorgeous.
Oh, well, now that you're bisexual.
Well, now that I'm bisexual and available to be a bachelor, possibly.
Chanel, she's not bisexual. She just wants to be on TV again, greedy bitch. Who does that? Who just wants to be on TV? Jesus Christ. We're taking a break. This is a moment where we like to read some readers' letters and we go spelunking deep inside a cave, but I have to do a little voice. I say, we go spelunking, unky, deep inside the DM.
Hey.
I don't know what that voice is, but I've been doing it for like 5 years. So, this first letter comes from Jay. It says, hello, devastatingly delectable dolls and Big Daddy Dip the Tip Dipper.
Mm-hmm.
I was listening to the latest Hot Gossington and was excited to see and hear y'all talk about updos, seeing as it is my favorite drag race quote ever, and no one delivers it better than the dolls. I wanted to not correct, but suggest that maybe you could possibly be wrong. Well, fuck you. I'd never tell such beautiful ladies they are flat out wrong because I am a Southern gentleman by day, but I am also a hairstylist and fellow dragoon originally from Louisiana, resident of Elkins Park, PA, near Philly. Hey, Willam. Had to pull out my hair school textbook to make sure my Southern education didn't fail me again, but an updo is a hairstyle with hair arranged up and off the shoulders and secured with implements such as hairpins, bobby pins, elastic. For example, classically, chignons are low buns pulled off the shoulders. Love you always, Willam. You have been a big inspiration to me. I live by your quote, if you got $1, I got a talent. I'll, of course, attach pics for priority boarding. Attached is a pic of me when Willam when she visited Lafayette in 2015, and also a more recent picture of me with Trinity K. Bonet. All my love, Jay Storm. Oh. Hello, Jay.
Oh, hello. Okay. I was like, which?
So she do drag and she runs a butcher and a bakery with all this meat and cake she got, honey. Because she sent us priority boarding pictures.
She said the beef shop is open.
Do you want to see? Look at this
and
outfit.
And then Trinity. Yeah.
This is when they give you a shirt at the gig and they're like, will you wear our shirt? And you're like, okay, let me put some shit on my head too to make it look like it goes with the outfit.
Yes, you were at the Pride gig and she was like, thank you for the shirt.
Thank
I
you.
love
And
it.
somebody gave me flowers, so I put them in my hair.
I'm going to wear it right now.
I love this hair. I love it. Jay Storm, you look
What year
beautiful.
was this?
This was 2015.
Oh, yeah, 2015. Well, yes, you said that.
Well, yes, these thighs, honey.
That's
you are
almost
right.
10 years ago.
A chignon would be an updo technically because it is up from the position that your hair lays normally. So, Jay, you're right. I'm wrong. It happens a lot, like DragCon. And thank you for these pictures, Jay Storm.
Thank you for the photographs.
Trinity K. Bonet looking lovely as always.
Yes, indeed, honey. Where was this photo? Where were they? They were probably in Pennsylvania.
No, Lafayette. Wherever.
Well, no, they turned resident of Elkin Park.
Yeah, but this is when I visited her at her
in
bar.
Louisiana.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
I don't know. I was there though. That was when I was drinking, so I don't remember much.
Now she said, well, but there is photo proof that I was there. So
I was there.
Must have been.
We have another letter and it's got a bunch of pussy in it. You want to read about it?
Oh, I love it. Yes. Dear Alaska, Willam, and Big Dipper.
At Jaida Essence Hall.
No, it's fine. No, it's fine. They don't give a fuck about me. That's all right. Neither do I. Long time caller, first time listener. I have a question for Willam. Uh-oh. I hear you often talk about a house in Palm Springs. What's the story behind this house? What are all the cool drag things you have inside? How do you book it? What's it like being a property owner? What is Palm Springs? Oh my God. Is there free parking? No pictures, sorry. I don't think my husband would appreciate it. But I do have pictures of my pussies. Love Chris from the mountains. The orange one is Trolley and the brown one is Mimi. Oh.
Okay. Thank you for asking. I got a house there on the highest episode of House Hunters on HGTV at that time, called the Palm Springs Party Palace. You can look it up on the internet. And I bought it in 2018. I redid it for like 2 or 3 years using like all my Murray and Peter money and my tour gigs and all that stuff and my tips. And now it's an Airbnb property with a stripper pole, 4 bedrooms, a big pool, a hot tub, disco balls everywhere. It's like an Instagram paradise. There's so many spots that you can like do content, and I call it like the Stations of the Cross, like in the church where you would go around and like pray at each one. You take pictures and like whole pics and like selfies at every single station of the house. And then you have content, you have content for years, honey. It's right. You can walk to a gay bar, Toucans. You can walk to several dispensaries and stores. I love it in Palm Springs. It's my happy place. You're surrounded by mountains. There is a lot of free parking.
And I like that you said content for years, because think about this. That's an investment in your future. One of these days, your hole will not look the same, but you still will have beautiful photographs from the Party Palace that you could still upload as content years later.
Yeah.
With a fresh haul.
Yeah. Fresh haul, honey. Fresh haul.
And they won't know until they pull up.
They can smell it from the gate. You can book this house on Airbnb. I also have a link in probably my YouTube where you can look at the house and tour it and everything. And I have lots of drag artifacts. I have the wig that Trixie won in, her big blonde hair. I have Kennedy Davenport's. Trey didn't like the session, so he had gutted me, but he didn't know that I didn't die. I had crystallized, and now I'm a glamazon bitch ready for the runway. I have that whole outfit, including the headpiece, because somebody played in Kennedy's face, and they bought it, and then they never paid, and then someone did it again, and I was like, I will not have these children fucking with your finances. Let me just give you whatever money you want, and let me acquire the asset, because that is an asset, and that will be right next to RuPaul's March on Washington 1993 red, white, and blue outfit, which maybe Kamala should get Ru to come and do a pop-up and do that again, because that would be sickening 31 years later.
Yes.
Yeah.
She could hit the splits. Even
Yeah, when she's ready to go, she'll split. She said, "Is the 10G in the Prada bag?" Okay, good.
Okay, out of
Yeah.
here.
Thank you for writing in, Chris. And if you'd like to book, we're now booking. This next message comes from TB. Hey, all, if you're still taking questions, I've been dating a guy for a few years. We're monogamous and both came into the relationship as tops. I've learned to bottom, but he still hasn't/won't and says it's because my dick is too big. I miss topping and don't want to cheat. I don't want to force him, but he keeps saying he will try to bottom and then just doesn't. Should I just accept that he doesn't have the desire to bottom? What advice would you have? Photo attached for priority boarding.
Priority boarding.
First of all, this dick is big. He's holding it at the base. He's holding it at the base, and we see his thumb and 2 fingers, and then at least 6-7 more inches of dick. Enough for one more hand, and then the head would still be spilling out. There's a big dick. So if he doesn't want to bottom, what you need to do is make him think he does and like eat his ass like it is a watermelon and you were trying to get the last little pink piece from that white. You need to eat it and just like get him on his haunches and put your whole fucking head in there and then maybe some poppers, put some porn on. Yeah, because he needs to try. Oh, they also have numbing lubricant if that's a problem for him. Because like, if he says it hurts, you can numb that shit up a little bit. You put some Ambisol up there, some tooth ointment, or whatever other kind of stuff that's actually.
What do you say about what about begging? It's like, please, bottom, please, please.
Yeah, I mean,
I think that's an option. I never like to be the girl that has to like beg for something. But okay. I'd be begging for this dick. I would want it. He should be at least cleaning out his hole for you on your birthday, on Pride, and Pride is a month.
Well, one day.
Well, it's all year long, actually. Pride is Sunday. Let's be clear. Pride is all year long.
The Sunday of Pride breeds messy bottoms. Okay. They out all day. They're like, "Oh, I could have that corn dog. I could have those nachos." No.
Drinking beer out in the sun.
all gut bubbles.
Watching the parade.
And then you should probably also clean out your ass on Christmas or Hanukkah or Kwanzaa, one of those days just for him. Like a little summer moment, a holiday moment, and then the birthday.
Not Thanksgiving, though.
No. No. That is not a parade I want to go to. That is not the black parade. That is the brown parade. The brown parade. No.
Brown parade.
What would your tips be for someone wanting to bottom? Because for those about to bottom, I salute you. But it's always been natural to me. It's come to me like a duck to water. So I don't know. What would you do?
I don't know. I would say probably not take them to a fancy dinner. Number one, is your partner feeling full? That is also something. Yeah. Maybe they don't know how to douche. Maybe they're embarrassed to talk about the prep work to bottom. Yeah. Maybe just sit down one day and just like, hey, let's seriously talk about you opening your hole up for me.
I should do a TED Talk on bottoming and teach these people because some people just like, they shove the water up there and then they just sit down. It's like, no, you got to twerk. You got to keep your ass higher than your head.
Do it in the vein of like one of those like drug ads on TV.
Oh, yeah, scare 'em.
Like friends laughing and giggling like, you could enjoy bottoming too.
This is your ass on corn dogs and nachos.
Nachos.
Yeah. Honestly, fiber will also change your life, everybody, if you're trying to clean out easier. So you're not throwing painting parties because nobody likes a Picasso.
Ask him that. Maybe ask him that. Say, what is your holdbacks from wanting to bottom?
Girl, this guy, like last week, said something to me. He's like, "Do you mind if I'm a little musty?" And I was like, "Musty?" And I wrote "musty?" ? And he's like, "Yeah, it might be a little gritty. Like I'm kind of natural." I'm like, "Gritty? Gritty? Are you like keeping chunks in there for me? Like I don't need no flavor savers."
Texture. Well, I mean, I guess everything is a texture, but like gritty textures during sex in any point is, I don't know where that's acceptable.
No, you don't want anything chewable. Like anything you have to
Not
like
even
bite.
if it was a hand job. Gritty is a horrible word to use.
I mean, if a little liquid comes out because of whatever, it was in the reservoir or like a little corner of your intestine, whatever, that's not great. But like, you need to, y'all need to. I'm gonna do a TED Talk on bottoming. That's what I'm gonna do. It's been decided. Hear ye, hear ye. It's not an official mom announcement.
And also, it's not okay if there's a little water, because that water might be what's, girl.
I don't.
There might be the bacterium,
like
and that might be the honey pot,
but,
the trouble spot, mama.
And you know who likes honey? Pooh. And he'll be following very shortly after. And then Eeyore will be like, "Oh no, butt sex.
No, oh boy."
Yeah, I think that I should definitely talk about this more, and I will give you tips on how to successfully make the water run clear, as Courtney Alaska and I would say.
And then you know what you need to do? Bring somebody who was a top, who was converted. Maybe they can give information.
Jada, I love you for producing me. Thank you. That is a great
You're welcome.
idea.
You're welcome. All I want is royalties.
Oh, you will get them all. You will get them
and
all.
And priority boarding.
Always. We have a special announcement. We want to remind everybody listening that next week on Race Chaser, we're starting our coverage of All Stars 2. That was when you were probably like 14, 15, I'm guessing. It happened like 10 years ago. Alaska won. And the blueprint, the classic, the doll is here. It's All Stars 2, everybody. We have a brand new set. We're going to be in full drag every episode. And we are diving deep into the episodes. The glory, the trauma, from this roller coaster of a fucking season. There are full uncensored episodes available exclusively on Mom Plus Gold. Plus, they're going to be out one day early on Tuesdays so the Reddit people can get a jump on it. But that'll be behind the paywall, so those fucking trolls will have to pay for it. Well, how about I tell you about the free version that will be half episodes on YouTube every Wednesday, so you can see what we're wearing and catch the gist, but we're not going to spoil the ending of the episode for you. And as always, our audio-only show for Gina, hello Gina, with ads is free for everyone to listen to. And this, for me, seems like the perfect time to sign up for Mom Plus Gold at patreon.com/momplus.
Sure does.
To me, personally.
It's the perfect time.
To me.
Yeah. We would like
what
to
I'm saying.
That's all I'm saying.
What I'm thinking is you got to be kind of stupid to let this pass by.
Honestly, because people have been waiting for Alaska to talk on this for years.
Yeah.
Because there's been some controversy. They said NDAs were violated and maybe certain people shouldn't have done as well as they should have, or even been crowned. Dun, dun, dun! More on that. I said it. You got to respect an NDA. That's what we do here at Mom.
Now I'm pulling my wig back. That shook me a little bit, mama.
With that frontal leave out and everything.
Yes. It's smooth now. You know, I use GOSS to be sprayed.
Oh, hell yeah. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Hot Goss. And a huge thank you to our very special guest co-host and wonderful sister, Jaida Essence Hall.
Thank you. I love you, sister.
Remember to please take a moment to rate and review our show on your podcast app. And a shout out to all of our Mom Plus Gold subscribers who are listening to this episode behind the good pussy paywall. No ads here, honey. No ads here. To sign up for Mom Plus and Mom Plus Gold, visit mompodcast.plus. And on Instagram, you're going to want to follow the dolls at Jaida E. Hall. That's JAIDAEHALL. And then at Willam, at Race Chaser Pod, and at Mom Podcast. And please stay safe out there, everybody. We will be back next week with another steaming, piping, scalding serving of, say hot goss with me, hot goss. Yes.
Mom!
To listen to Hot Goss ad-free and to get access to all of Mom Podcast premium content, including weekly episodes of Unplugged, check out Mom Plus Gold at mompodcast.plus.
Hot Goss is produced by Moguls of Media, aka Mom.
Hosted by Alaska and Willam.
Produced by Big Dipper.
Editing and sound design by Will Pitts.
Our theme song is Twisted by Alaska Thunderfuck.
Media and design support by Stone Cold.
Executive produced by Alaska, Willam, Big Dipper, Camille Stennis, and Joe Cilio.